Hi Storytime Crew and welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here. Today's story is about big changes, growing families, and learning that love is one of the only things in the world that gets bigger the more people that you share it with. Because sometimes when a new baby is on the way, our hearts can start asking some very big questions. Like, will mum still have time for me? Will dad still want cuddles with me? Will I still matter? Perhaps the biggest question of them all, will there still be enough love for me? Today we're swinging high into the jungle jamboree where the trees are all so tall they seem to tickle the clouds. Bright parrots zoom through the branches like colourful rockets. Baby monkeys are playing chase, even though they're supposed to be having their afternoon naps. Someone's left a banana peel right in the middle of the path. And honestly, who keeps doing that? And if you listen very carefully, you might hear someone letting out a rather suspicious jungle fart. I have a funny feeling that might be Myles' dad. Storytime Crew, I'd love you to meet my friend Myles. Myles is a mandrill monkey, but he isn't just any mandrill monkey. He has the brightest blue and red nose you've ever seen, the pinkest bottom in the whole jungle, and a heart that is so kind, curious, and always looking out for the animals that he loves. Soon, Myles is about to become a big brother. Again. That means there'll be another tiny monkey joining his busy family. Everyone seems so excited. Everyone keeps talking about the baby. Everyone keeps buying tiny little baby things. And while Myles is excited too, he has a tiny little worry tucked inside his big heart. A worry that he's told absolutely nobody about. What if there isn't enough room for him anymore? Whew, that's a big one. Should we go and find out what Myles is up to? Are you ready? All right then, let's swing into the jungle. Myles the Mandrill Monkey had the brightest nose in the whole jungle. It was blue and red and purple all at once. And guys, his bottom was bright pink too. In fact, if there was an award for the most colourful bum in the jungle, Myles would win it hands down every single year. Not that there is such an award, but if there was, he would definitely win. Myles lived high in the jungle jamboree tree with his mum, his dad, his little brother Kingston, and his little sister Kalani. It was noisy. Sometimes it was really noisy. There were socks hanging from the branches, half-eaten bananas hiding in very strange places. And somebody was always singing, crying, laughing, bouncing, or accidentally farting. That was usually Dad. But life was busy. And lately, something felt a little different. Everyone kept talking about the baby. The baby this, the baby that. The baby's coming soon. The baby needs a cot. The baby needs clothes. The baby needs a blanket. The baby needs a room. The baby needs 1,000 tiny things. One afternoon, Myles sat on a branch swinging his tail. "Mum," he asked quietly. "Yes, sweetheart." When the baby comes," Mum smiled. "Yes." Myles looked down at his hands. "Mum, will there still be enough room for me?" His mum blinked. "Of course, my darling," she said to Myles. But Myles wasn't so sure. Because grown-ups always said things were fine. Sometimes they weren't. That night, as everyone slept, Myles climbed out onto his favourite branch. The moon glowed softly overhead, and there, sitting on the branch beside him, was old Gus the Gorilla. Gus was the wisest gorilla in the jungle. He also snored loud enough to scare all the passing birds. "Myles," said Gus, "you look like you swallowed a cactus." "I haven't," said Myles. "Good, they taste terrible," Gus responded. Myles giggled. Then his smile disappeared. "Gus, what if the baby changes everything?" Gus nodded. "It will, Myles." Myles' eyes widened. "It will?" "Oh yes, it will," said Gus. Myles felt his tummy wobble. Gus pointed across the jungle. Far away stood the oldest tree in the forest. They called it the love tree. It was enormous. Its branches stretched in every direction. Birds nested there, monkeys played there, and animals rested in its shade. "Tell me," said Gus, "when that tree grows a new branch, does it lose the old ones?" Myles looked carefully at the love tree. "No, it doesn't," he said. "When a bird builds a new nest there, does the tree stop holding the others?" Gus asked. "No, it doesn't," said Myles. "When other animals rest beneath it, does it run out of shade?" Myles shook his head. No, it doesn't." Gus smiled. "Love, Myles, is a lot like that tree." Myles stared at the tree, never thought about it like this before. "The funny thing about love," said Gus, "is that it doesn't divide, it multiplies." Myles thought about that too for a moment. "So Mum won't have less love for me?" he asked Gus. "Nope." "And Dad won't forget about me?" "Also, nope." "And I still matter?" asked Myles. Gus leaned over and gently tapped Myles's colourful nose. "Myles, you mattered before the baby. You matter now. And you'll matter after the baby arrives." Myles felt something soften inside his chest. "But Gus, what if I get jealous?" Gus laughed so hard he nearly fell off the branch. "Then congratulations, Myles." What do you mean, Gus?" "Well, that means you're a normal big brother." "Oh," said Myles, laughing too. The next morning, Myles watched Mum folding tiny baby clothes. For the first time, he noticed something. Every time Mum looked at the little clothes, she looked at him too and smiled. Not because she loved the baby more, and not because she loved Myles less, just because her heart was growing bigger and bigger and bigger. A few weeks later, the baby arrived. She was tiny and wrinkly and very, very loud. She smelled a little bit like warm milk and old bananas. Myles wasn't quite sure about her to start off with. But one afternoon, while Mum cuddled the baby, she reached out her free hand and squeezed his. "Thank you for helping me, Myles," she said. And in that moment, Myles remembered the love tree, the branches, the shade, the room for everyone. Mum's love hadn't gotten smaller. The family had simply gotten bigger. And as he sat there holding Mum's hand, his little sister sleeping nearby, and his colourful nose pointed proudly up towards the sky, Myles finally understood something. There was enough room, enough love, enough belonging for every single branch on the tree, including him. So, my little legends, that's the story of Myles the Mandrill Monkey and the Love Tree. Today, Myles discovered something really important. When families grow, love grows too. Sometimes when a new baby is coming, our hearts can start asking some really big questions. Will there still be enough cuddles for me? Will Mum and Dad still notice me? Do I still belong? Do I still matter? And if you've ever wondered any of those things, I want you to know something very, very important. The answer is yes. You mattered before the baby. You matter now. And you'll still matter after the baby arrives. Because love isn't like a cake where everyone gets a smaller slice. It's more like the love tree. Every time someone new joins the family, the tree doesn't lose its branches. It simply grows another one. So the next time you're feeling a little unsure, I'd love you to try Myles's Love Tree Reminder. Put one hand on your heart, take a nice slow breath in and out, and then quietly say to yourself, there is enough love for me. I still matter, and I still belong. And remember, little legends, you don't have to be the loudest or the funniest or the best at everything. You don't have to earn your place in your family, because you've already got one, exactly as you are. Thank you for joining me for today's story. I am so glad you came swinging through the jungle with Myles and the Storytime Crew. Until next time, my little legends, keep climbing towards kindness. Keep making room for others. And if you happen to see a mandrill monkey with a very colourful nose and an extraordinarily pink bottom, make sure you give him a great big wave. Until next time, bye!